Well, blah, 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 blah.
What's up, everybody? My name's Jess.
Hi, I'm Hids.
And this is our podcast. This is episode 6 of our podcast. Jess and Hids make a podcast. I said it.
You did it. Episode 6.
It's crazy.
I really liked our last one. We've been getting a lot of good feedback on our last episode.
Yeah. It's
About
pretty cool.
A daring dolly.
Daring Dolly. And the tongue twisters, which were awesome.
That was fun. I've been saying tongue twisters in my head ever since. Just random things will pop in my head.
Well, that's what we didn't do before we started.
Oh, dang.
Man. If you're listening to this the day it comes out, it is the day after Christmas. So happy Christmas to those who celebrate.
Cool.
I hope it was nice. His is looking at me just like, how dare you mention?
How dare? No, I don't know. I'm cool. I'm flexible. I'm easy.
I know.
I'm understanding. For those of you who don't know, I'm a complete Grinch.
Yeah, Hids does not like Christmas.
I don't like most holidays, so it's not like I've singled any single one out. I just don't like any of them.
And I love all of them, so it's a great... It's a great time for me around holidays because my best friend doesn't acknowledge them or anything. I'm kidding.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so we got permission from one of our listeners. And I mean, this has nothing to do with any of our episodes yet. It was not last episode, but the one before that. No. I don't know. Anyway, I spent a really, really long time editing one of these episodes and only got about 2 or 3 hours of sleep. And the next day I was at work, and the way my brain chose to keep itself awake was to randomly decide to mash up Gen Alpha slang with Scooby-Doo. And I made a post about it in our Facebook group, which is free to join, by the way. So if you're on Facebook, you should definitely get in there.
It's called the Reveniverse and Beyond.
But I made a post about it in the Facebook group asking for other people to just join in on my little brain crazy for the day. And these are the ones that I came up with. Ate all the Scooby snacks and left no crumbs. Like Jinkies, no cap. And it's giving zoinks. And my favorite, Ribbity Roylet.
Oh, man.
But then a listener who is also in the group chimed in, and shout out to Chris, who we got permission to read these from. Him and his 16-year-old came up with theme songs for one was for Scooby-Doo, the other one's for Strawberry Shortcake, and one for G.I. Joe. And okay,
there's a Transformers one.
Did I miss the Transformers one?
I saw it and then
Okay, you get to it and you can read that because stupid Facebook.
Can I read? I'll read the Transformers one.
Okay.
I don't know I don't remember the tune, so I'm just going to read it.
Oh, I don't think they're to a tune. Just read it in rhythm, whatever.
Okay. Okay, rhythm. Okay, the Transformers theme song as told by Gen Alpha.
Yes.
I can't add all the emojis, but just
they
imagine there's a line of them after every word.
They're all riddled with emojis, and I love it.
I know. Transformers roll out. Cars go zoom. Bots go pow. Autobots flex. Decepties cringe. Metal Squad goals full send. Big robot boys fighting hard. Megatron sus. Optimus barred. Disguises lit. Humans meh. Transformies forever. Let's get wrecked.
All right, I've got the Scooby-Doo one. Scoobert Doobert, where you at, bro? Mystery time, vroom vroom, let's go. Shaggy Munchies, Velma Smart, Fred Sus, Daphne Art Fart. Spooky Boys, Nah Fam Cap, Rip Off Mask, bruh, it's a trap. Mystery Gang Vibin', Big Mood, Rutro Raggy, Scooby-Doo.
I love that one. I'm going to do the G.I. Joe one.
Okay.
G.I. Joe.
Oh, I have to break in and say, tell you how it's spelled. It's the letter G, exclamation point, EYE, exclamation point, and then Joe.
Joe, exclamation point, exclamation point. Big booms, pew pew, let's go. Army dudes flexing hard. Fighting bad guys, Cobra card. Tank go brrr, jet go zoom. America vibes, red, white, boom. Real hero, that's the T. G.I. Joe, MVP. That's great.
The strawberry shortcake one. And he said, I convinced my 16-year-old to help with another one. This was mostly to annoy my wife, but I thought I'd share. Strawberry shortky, Lil Pink Hat, Who Dis Quirky, Berries and Cream Vibes, Bestie Squad, Slaying the Dream, Cake House, Big Yum, Lil Pets Go Brrr, Zoom Zoom Fun, Sassy Sweet, All Day We Bake, Strawberry Gang, Goat, No Fake.
These are amazing, and I love them.
I know.
And in the year, like, I don't know, 2200 or something, some archaeologist is going to find this and be like, what?
An archaeologist digging through the Facebook archives?
Yeah. I mean, that's our method of recording. Yeah. That would totally be a thing. Yeah.
Crazy.
I'll print it out so they can find it.
Oh my gosh.
You don't like the digital version. But yeah, no, like somebody in the future reads this and is like, what?
That's like me reading it now.
Yeah,
I don't know what half of these things mean. Oh, Gen Alpha. Do you need help?
Yeah. No, I
do
mean,
you have Gen Alpha listeners help?
Part of me is like,
do you need help? And
but
the other
also,
part of me is
I kind of get it, and I love it.
I mean, we had slang too.
Oh yeah, radical, awesome.
Wow.
And there was like other things I don't remember what they were.
That was before my time.
I know, I'm very old. Although the 17-year-old who just started working at the dry cleaners thinks I'm younger than Jess, and I love her for it.
Yeah.
The cat's outside the door meowing.
I overheard her say that, I don't know, you must have mentioned something about your age, and so I overheard her be like, oh my gosh, I thought like maybe you were 30 or something.
And I was like, all right, we're keeping her. We're keeping this girl forever.
Yeah. Stupidly, I chimed in and was like, if you thought she was 30, how old did you think I was? And I knew it was a mistake when I asked it, but she goes, I don't know, I was thinking like late 30s, maybe early 40s.
Oh, bless.
And I'm 37 in real life, so like she got it right.
Yeah.
Oh well, it's fine. Early 40s.
That's my one win of my life, I think. I don't know. My one win of this year.
Yeah, I'm happy for you.
You sound it.
I'm sure I looked like it too. I'm just happy for you.
Love your hair.
Love your hair. Your guts. Love you. Mean it.
Those were great. And shout out to Chris for those.
Yeah.
Those were fun.
Thanks for letting us spread the love, because they certainly made my day, because that day ended up not being a great day. It was a Monday.
And, that was not a great day.
No, or was it a Tuesday? It had to have been a Tuesday, because why would I stay up?
December 10th.
All
it was
night?
a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have stayed up all night editing an episode if it was a Monday, because it's not.
Yeah.
I have to have it ready by Tuesday.
Because episodes go out to our patrons early on Tuesday.
Yeah.
2 days early.
So that's how much I love the patrons. I will sacrifice sleep to get their stuff, to get their content.
It's crazy.
Even though we've been promising short stories how long, and we haven't.
We can't deliver short stories, but we will deliver
this podcast.
Early episode for the podcast.
Oh my God.
Also, shout out to our patrons who listen early and then listen on the app
I know,
when it comes out.
It makes me happy that you guys do both, because listening on the app boosts our numbers, because we have no way of tracking who listens on Patreon.
Yeah, so it's great. So you listening twice, even if you just like turn it on and let it play somewhere, we appreciate it greatly, because it does help our numbers, which helps our visibility and gets us seen by other people.
Yeah,
on different apps. So thank you. And I did notice that we have a lot of Well, we have several 5-star reviews on Spotify. I think you can just give like stars. So thank you to those of you who have done that. We appreciate that.
We've had some reviews on Audible as well.
Thank you.
I really don't know how to check reviews if we've had them on
other places.
Apps.
Yeah, some apps really make it easy and some don't.
Yeah.
And some we could just see the same way other people, like even as creators, we can't get into, which is very weird.
Yeah.
So, but thank you for giving us those 5 stars, for leaving reviews and comments. I do see the comments. If you comment on the Spotify, if you comment, I do see them and I do try to respond back.
Yeah.
So thank you for that.
I wish we knew what reviews we were getting everywhere.
I know.
I don't know.
I mean, we'll figure it out. We're still new to all this. We're still figuring this out as we go. So.
Yeah. And like, I still can't tell you what would be the best place to leave a review to get us the most visibility. I do know that we have the most subscribers on Spotify, and then runner up is Audible.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure what's going to get us on the like new and noteworthy lists in other places. So
yeah, I don't either. So and share,
reviewing,
tell your friends about us.
Keep sharing.
We appreciate it very much.
Just as a little aside, where are we at in terms of downloads?
361 all time. I just pulled that up. So yeah, we're getting close to 500 downloads. We're really excited about that.
We're gonna have a little celebration.
I think we'll have a little celebration. We might have a little giveaway.
Possibly a giveaway. Yeah, we're thinking about it. We were tossing around the idea, and we didn't really want to advertise that. We were just
because we want it to be kind of spontaneous. We'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see what happens.
It's planned spontaneity is what it is.
Well, if we do it now, like. Oh, Sharon, yeah, it's a lot of work if we just do it when we hit 500 and we could just do a quick like, you
mean like actually post about it on social media?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and tell you guys we are planning on doing a giveaway.
So stay tuned.
When we hit 500, we don't know when it's going to happen. So you'll know if you keep your eye on our social media.
Yeah, we might just like do a random draw of our followers on Instagram. So follow us on Instagram at Jess and Hids Make Words, or we might do a Facebook follower. I don't know. We'll just do a combination of both and just do a drawing.
A post like it's common to be like comment on this post, tag a friend, share it, follow our page, stuff like that.
Yeah, and then we'll just do a draw.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll figure it out when the time gets here.
Yep.
It's crazy. We work a lot in our real life jobs. So
we work a lot in this job.
We work a lot in this job too. So we try to, I don't know, just by doing it randomly, we're trying not to add extra.
Yeah.
I guess.
Oh, another new thing. I believe we talked about this in our last episode, but we have another Patreon perk, a new Patreon perk called After Pie Sessions, where we did talk about it. I remember it.
Yeah, we did our second one this week, and we talked
about more spooky things,
alien abductions, possible, alleged maybes, probably,
just strange occurrences that happen around here.
I'm a sleeper agent for the aliens.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
Yep. I'm torn.
I feel like my brain's going to glitch now that I said that out loud.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I'm torn because I want to know her trigger word, but I also probably shouldn't say it. Yeah. So like I can't just like say random words and experiment. Like, I don't know. Flabbergasted.
Nope.
That's not it.
That's not it.
Yeah, no, I want to try more words, but I'm scared to because what's going to happen if I trigger that alien? I don't know.
Maybe I'll turn into the Winter Soldier. That would be kind of cool.
That would be fun.
Do I have superpowers and don't know it? Oh, keep trying. Just keep saying random words.
What super soldier serum did you get? Regular?
Hydra? I don't know. The good stuff. Oh, nerd.
Yeah.
I watched the new Superman trailer, and I'm kind of into it. I did not.
I know you posted it in one of the chats, but I didn't because I was trying to get my research together.
It actually looks like DC bought lighting.
Oh, wow.
They
really upgraded
impressed.
To those new LED lights.
I mean, I could see everything in the trailer, and that's a huge plus for me.
That's cool. That means they took all their brightest scenes and put them in the trailer, and then all the rest is just going to
be dark. I know. I'm kind of terrified for that, but it actually looks pretty good.
Cool.
Haven't watched a Superman movie in a while, so I haven't watched many DC because it's just too dark.
Yeah.
Not like story-wise dark, just dark.
Like visibility.
Visibility-wise.
There's lens flare, but you can't see anything beyond the lens flare.
Yeah. Zirin is outside the door just meowing.
Yeah.
Poor baby. If he didn't walk all over everything.
I know. He's the one I want to get in here for the purrs, though, because
he has the loudest
him and
purrs.
Anakin have the loud purrs.
Yeah. But when they're in here while we're recording, they demand being on top of the computers.
Yep.
On top of
everything,
knocking things over.
Yeah.
And Zirin is very much...
Oh, Zirin's deaf. He's our little deaf
he's our
cat.
little deaf baby.
So, like, no sound that he makes startles him. Because, like, a lot of times, the reason cats are so careful when they walk around is because they don't want to make sound. He has no idea what sounds he
is
makes.
Bull in a china shop everywhere he goes.
Yes.
Just crashes into things and knocks things off. And he doesn't really test where he's putting his feet either. He just walks
he just goes.
and just... If something falls under him, he just like, oh, okay, falls and carries on. He's adorable, but sometimes I just want, please stop knocking everything over.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's a wonderful little cat.
He's adorable. What else happened this week?
We have been informed that we're getting presents in the mail, apparently. Cool. I love getting stuff in the mail.
I just got a message that I really want to check, but I don't. Okay, I'm going to do it. Ha!
What?
It's from one of our patrons referencing the after pie session that we did.
Oh.
Talking about the hooved creature.
Oh.
Running over your roof.
That was terrifying.
I'm going to show this to you. He says, I came up with a sketch of the culprit of his roof dancing cat with goat feet.
Oh my gosh.
Wings so they could not leave little hoof prints. This is amazing.
Oh my gosh, I love that so much.
And he's got a horn like a unicorn.
I love that.
So, I mean, Will doesn't know that I'm
doing this until this comes out next
talking
Tuesday.
about this right now, but he drew a picture of a cat with wings and hooved feet because I said it would be adorable to have a cat with hooved feet.
I thought it would be rather freaky, but I'm loving this.
The cat has like elongated ears a little bit and a unicorn horn and like a Maine Coon sort of ruff. Oh my gosh, I love him
I want
so
to
much.
get a unicorn horn and wings for Zirin to wear.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, that is so adorable.
I know.
I love it.
And
I'm going to print that and put it on our wall.
Another thing that happened this week is my dad.
Oh, yeah. This is great.
His job is like 3 hours away. So he commutes during the week and comes back here on weekends. And he listens to our podcast on the way back home. And he listened to our most recent episode 5, about tongue twisters. He was like, he messaged our family group chat. And he was like, so I'm traveling. And now the only thing my brain wants to do is come up with tongue twisters. So I have like 4 that he came up with. And one of them is about Dolly. He came up with another one similar to our title. Daring Dolly does dangerous deeds dangling dangerously.
I love that.
Yeah. Another one, when winter winds wisp, Wendy will wearily watch weather.
I like it. I love it.
Rusty Rhode Island red roosters race rowdily round Randall.
I had a Rhode Island red rooster.
That's an actual thing?
Yeah. Rhode Island red is a type of chicken.
Okay.
Did you think he just put words together to make that make sense? Oh. No, I had a Rhode Island red that the rooster was very nice.
Oh,
his name was very imaginatively red.
Oh.
Yeah.
And this last one. Some Saturdays in September, Sister Susie sends saucy selfies to salty sailor Sam Smith.
Oh.
I thought that one was the best. Sister Susie sending saucy selfies.
That was really good. Oh my.
Oh my.
Oh my.
George Takei.
Didn't you say one time you thought...
I thought he came into the dry cleaner
Yeah.
once, but it wasn't him. Or no, was it his husband? I thought I saw his husband come into the dry cleaner.
I think it was him.
I'm
going to say it was.
was.
We're going to pretend it was.
Cool story, bro.
Yep. Yay.
Anyway.
We're 6 degrees of separation from George Takei.
Yeah. I don't know.
Or 30 miles. I don't know. It depends.
Yeah, 30 miles of separation.
Hey, do you want to tell me what your subject is?
No,
Oh, okay.
unless I go first.
Okay. Do you want to see who goes first? I don't know. Like, we could just sit here and talk, but then I don't know if people like us to just sit and talk. Although one of our reviews did say they liked our banter, so.
Yeah, it's like sitting and having a conversation with friends.
Yeah. Which is how this started.
Yeah.
Talk about random things and then say, hey, look at this cool thing I found. So, sometimes around 3 a.m., I just scroll Instagram and stuff and watch reels because my brain won't shut up for a few minutes after we finish pies. And I've been following this girl. I believe her name is Nicole, and I love her. She is autistic and obsessed with moths and plants and insects and stuff. I've been following her because she'll just do random posts, and I love it. She did a post recently with her art, and oh my goodness, her artwork is amazing. She paints moths and other insects, and then she also sculpts insects and different like fungi.
Her art is so incredible.
And
it's awesome.
It's amazing, and I love her. And I'm gonna go find her name real quick because I feel like crap that I don't.
Or just her website.
That's
people where to go.
That's what I'm looking for.
I would love to just ask her bug questions.
I just want to. I mean, honestly, I would love to say. Okay, Sound of the Forest is her.
Okay. Yeah.
Sound of the Forest. I want to put this. Well, I'll put this in the. Okay, she's on TikTok as Sound of the Forest. I'm gonna put all of this in the show notes. Her art is stunningly gorgeous, and I love it. It's gorgeous. Okay, I found Nicole Parrish Art. NicoleParishart. So that was my random like off topic thing. But I think it would be amazing if we could reach out to her and be like, hey, we have a podcast and we want you to talk about bugs. Go. And just let her talk.
I thought about maybe reaching out because we do have a insect related thing on our list of topics.
We do, and I'm probably going to have a couple more.
I'm thinking that she might have a thing or two to say about it, and I kind of want to like comment on one of her videos or send her a message or something asking her if she knows about Ophiocordyceps unilateralis. How do you pronounce that?
I don't know.
Ophiocordyceps unilateralis. It is a type of fungus that grows in ants and sort of takes over their brains. And I added it to the list because I find it fascinating.
That is,
and I'm like,
oh, I know. I saw the card. I made a bunch of more cards for us to draw from, so we have a bigger selection. Yay. And I saw that one, and I was like, "What is this? Oh yeah,
it's the zombie fungus.
It's zombie ant zombies.
Yeah,
which is funny because we just watched them in our movie club last night." Which is a 1954.
It's a horror movie about giant ants.
Giant ants. It starts kind of in White Sands, New Mexico, and ends up in L.A.
Yeah,
it's amazing. Oh, with the side trip to Texas.
Oh yeah,
and D.C. They spend like 5 minutes in D.C.
Because they had to have that whole government meeting.
The whole government meeting. There's like no concept of time passage in there, but they're flying all over the country, so it's definitely taking some time. But it's such a good movie. I love old movies.
It's good.
I absolutely love them.
Yeah,
especially old horror movies.
Oh yeah,
they're great. Anyway, let's make this happen.
Okay,
that's my notes for the game tonight. I can't read that. Okay, get your little rolly.
My dice. Oh, shoot. Oh, no. I got it.
I got 17. You got 18.
I go first all the time.
I know. It's great.
All right.
It gives me a chance to, like, kind of get in the zone.
Okay.
I think. I don't know. I don't know.
Sure. But okay. I'm just thrown right in.
Yep. Dive in.
It's cool.
What is your subject?
You're going to laugh because in the last episode, you said something about how I have picked a couple of ladies from history. I got another one this time.
Okay.
And she's cool.
Okay. Who?
Okay.
Whomst.
I drew. Her name is Annie Smith Peck. And Annie was known for mountain climbing, mountaineering.
Oh, I remember her now. Okay, I'm
adventuring.
trying to remember that name.
And she was also a women's rights activist.
She's awesome.
Yeah. She was actually born 2 years after the first women's rights convention at Seneca Falls
Okay.
in 1850 on October 9th in Providence, Rhode Island.
October babies are the best babies.
I said 9th. It's actually 19th.
Oh,
Whoops.
that's just 2 days before my birthday.
Yeah.
Also in October. October babies are the best babies.
Nah.
Eh,
April babies are better.
some of them. I know a lot of fine, upstanding April babies. Carry on.
So instead of doing a timeline of her life like I've done with Dolly Shepard and Eloise Butler, I'm just going to do highlights. And the first aspect of her life I want to highlight is her education. What are you doing?
I just heard a very strange sound from my computer, which is muted, so.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Oh, wait.
Haunted computer?
Did you not just hear that again?
No.
Okay, carry on.
Is it like a beeping or?
No. Carry on. Tell me about Annie.
Okay. And I have a quote from her saying, I decided that I would do what I could to show that women had as much brains as men and could do things as well if she gave them her undivided attention, which is great.
I love her already.
She graduated from a preparatory school for teachers at the age of 22. And after that, she taught Latin and mathematics for a little bit. She wanted to, well, first I want to say that during this time, it was pretty common to see headlines in newspapers like, education is fatal to beauty.
Oh.
Are we really destroying women's beauty?
Oh.
Man fears women's power.
Facts.
And the dangers of overeducating women. Schooling crazes women.
I'm just going to sit back here and roll my eyes off screen because I will.
And then a quote from one of these articles. It is a very clearly established law that the more a woman is educated, the fewer chances she has for being a mother. It was actually believed that if a woman was educated, it would suck all of her energy to be used in the brain instead of the reproductive system. Wow. So if she spent her energy on developing her brain, it would get sucked out of her reproductive system and she would be less likely to have a kid.
I'm literally just covering my mouth
It
so
would
I did not
render
go
the
on an
entire-
entire rant
It would
about
render
this.
the entire country infertile. If we
Oh.
educate our women, the country would be infertile.
Wow.
I know. Panic.
At the disco? Wow. Just, wow.
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
So she was teaching for a bit. And when she decided to pursue higher education, her family sort of balked at first, but she wrote to her father. Let's see. According to Wikipedia, her family thought it was perfect folly for her to want to attend college. And she wrote back to her dad saying, why you should recommend for me a course so different from that which you pursue or recommended for your boys that I can see no reason for, except for the example of our great-grandfathers, and times are changing rapidly in that respect. I certainly cannot change. I have wanted it for years and simply hesitated on account of age. But 27 does not seem as old now as it did. I should hope for 20 years of good work afterwards.
Oh,
and so
what a very good argument.
I know. So she had, I forgot to mention, she did have 4 older brothers. She was the youngest of 5. Her 4 older brothers all got higher education. And I think 3 of the 4, including her dad, went to Brown University. And she also applied to Brown University, but was declined admission because she was a woman. She wrote to the president of Brown, and the president wrote back saying, we do not encourage education for women.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm just going to wow over here and roll my eyes this entire time.
Yeah.
Okay.
But to give credit to her father, after learning that she insisted on it, that she really wanted to pursue a higher education, he agreed to support her. And
good dad. Yay.
Yeah.
Yay, dad.
In 1874, Annie enrolled at the University of Michigan, who 3 years earlier had started admitting women.
Yay, University of Michigan.
Yeah. She earned an undergraduate degree with honors from the University of Michigan in 1878 with a major in Greek and classical languages and a master's degree in Greek from the university in 1881. She taught Latin and speech at Purdue University from 81 to 83. In 1884, she traveled to Europe, where she continued her education at Hanover, Germany, and at Athens, Greece. And in 1885, Annie became the first woman to attend the American School of Classical Studies at Athens, where she studied archaeology.
So not only did she get into university, she studied abroad.
Yeah.
Which is fabulous.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yep. And she initially worked as a teacher. She soon discovered that the money wasn't great, or that she wasn't getting paid as much as the men teachers were.
What?
So she went on the lecturing circuit. And it was actually during her study abroad where she discovered her love of mountaineering. And this was in the mid 1880s, when she, like in her free time, she would go mountain climbing. She would lecture. She would...
Wait. When was she born?
She was, what did I say?
1850. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Carry on. For some reason, I was thinking she was born later than that, and that we were already in the 1900s. And then I'm like,
no,
wait.
Not yet.
1880s. Wait. Okay. All right. Sorry. That's on me.
Nope. She began to climb. She became a public lecturer. She explored all over the globe. In Latin America, she promoted Pan-Americanism, which is peace between the Americas.
Okay.
And she promoted geographic education through her lectures and publications, kind of using that as a segue into her mountaineering career, which was incredible. I have another quote from her. She says, "Every mountain I climb is a personal journey, a chance to break free from the limitations imposed by society."
Oh my gosh, I love her.
And so around the time where she started climbing and discovered her love of mountaineering, around the mid 1880s, women were being arrested for wearing pants.
Sorry for that eye roll again.
It was
I think I hurt myself
stuff
that
like
one.
that she was having to deal with. She was not the first woman mountaineer. She wasn't even the first to wear pants, but she was the first to sort of publicize it. And so women mountaineers who would wear skirts, they would get tangled up. They would have accidents. They would fall because they would get tangled up in their skirts.
Yeah.
And so like she was thinking purely from a safety perspective, I'm going to freaking wear pants.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I asked you that with Dolly in the last episode. I'm like, was she doing this in a dress, the parachuting? And she had her little pant outfit.
Yeah.
But that was later, 1900. So
yeah. I wonder if this is a typo in my notes, because this says 1895. No, that's correct. It was 10 years after she discovered mountaineering that she climbed the Matterhorn.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's right. It's correct.
Okay.
1895, she climbed the Matterhorn. And according to an article I found in Atlas Obscura, she was not the first woman to climb the Matterhorn. She wasn't even the first to do it in pants. That was American climber Meta Brevoort had worn a similar outfit when she climbed the Alpine Peak in 1871. But Annie Peck was the first to make her climbing costume part of her public persona, posing for a studio portrait wearing knickerbockers and a tunic, a rope tied around her waist, and an ice axe under her elbow.
That's amazing. I love
So
her.
her unusual climbing costume attracted the press's attention and promoted public discussion and debate in the New York Times, which actually the Wikipedia had the little tag that said they needed sources for this. So I'm not actually sure if this was in the New York Times at all, but just she sparked debate in the public eye about the question of what women should do and what they can aspire to become.
I think that is probably still
Yeah,
an ongoing
that's
debate
still an
today.
Ongoing debate. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have another quote from her that I love. She says, "My home is where my trunk is. It is it is of very little consequence to me that my actions puzzle some people. I shall not stay at home simply to stop their wondering." In the 1890s and 1900s, Annie climbed a dozen mountains throughout Europe and Latin America. In 1897, she went to Mexico and climbed Mount Orizaba, and that gave her the altitude record for women.
Oh.
I don't have an altitude like in feet. Mount Orizaba in Mexico, if you want to Google it real quick. And after that, she says, "Well, I've climbed where no woman has gone. My
18,491 feet.
Okay. So yeah, that at the time that was the altitude record for women. So she said, "I've climbed where no woman has gone. My next logical step is to go where no man has gone." And
she's amazing.
Yeah. She got, I mean, the whole time she was just causing sensation in the press and whatever. And and she says, "Although one is not inclined to be timid or nervous, it is nevertheless a trifle depressing to receive letters full of expostulation and entreaty. If you are determined to commit suicide, why not come home and do so in a quiet, ladylike manner?"
Wow.
Yeah. So
Oh my gosh.
the men were in an uproar about this. Probably some women too, but
I mean, there were probably some women who were like, "Oh, why are you making such a fuss of,
Yeah.
why do you have to, don't make a scene." I mean, I get it, but also like, go girl.
Just let her do her thing.
That is my thing. Why do we have to have input on something that someone does that makes them happy?
Like, oh, if you're going to go do something dangerous, you might as well just
do it at
in a
home and be
ladylike
quiet.
fashion.
What? Like what? Just
Come on.
come on.
Come on. In 1904, she set her sights on Mount Huascan.
What?
Nope, I totally pronounced that wrong. Let me try that again.
Okay.
I'm going to edit this part out.
Spell that for me.
Huascaran. Huascaran.
Huascaran. Okay.
Okay. In 1904, she set her sights on Mount Huascaran, which is the highest peak in Peru. She experimented with a lot of like out of the box ideas about how to overcome the challenges of weather and the high altitudes. She had leather boots that were 4 sizes too big that she would stuff with layers of socks. Not
my
stuff.
gosh.
She would just wear
all the socks.
several layers of socks. She would have nails tacked to the bottom of her boots to help with traction on the ice. In her list of supplies, she included layers of wool clothing, heavy boots, sunglasses, a thick sleeping bag, a lightweight tent, cured sausages, dried beans, and chocolate.
Girl, chocolate.
And it says the last item was the only supply that was deemed absolutely essential.
Yes.
So like you go, girl.
This mountain that she's tackling is 22,205 feet.
Yes, there are a couple peaks on this mountain, and she tackled, I think, the one in the west. Nope, I didn't include that in my notes.
Okay, that's fine.
Anyway, there were a couple peaks on this mountain, and yep, she tackled one of them. So her first attempt was in 1904, but she didn't achieve the summit until 1908. There was a video that I watched on her that is one of my sources that I will link. That video said it was her 6th attempt, but Atlas Obscura said it was her 3rd attempt, so I'm not actually sure about that.
Okay.
But she summited Mount Huascaran the fourth highest peak in the Western Hemisphere. She was 58 years old when this happened.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So she's super happy with completing the first recorded ascent of the mountain, but she was very disappointed to discover that her estimate of the elevation had been off by 2,000 feet. She had not, in fact, climbed the tallest mountain in South America, but she was the first one to reach that summit, that particular peak. And there was I didn't include this in my notes, but there was another woman climber who had, she was the one that contested that and sort of discovered that the altimeter reading was wrong and that Annie Peck's calculations were wrong and all of that. So like
so this other woman's
thought,
like,
yeah,
no, you didn't do it. I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
little friendly competition there.
Annie Peck thought she held the record, and like officially she did until this other mountain climber was like, actually, I think you're wrong.
Okay.
And so there was some stuff there about that. And turns out she doesn't actually hold the record for that, but she was the first to summit that particular peak.
Okay. That is a record, so that's good.
Yeah. And just as an aside, Mount Huascaran was renamed Cumbre Anya Peck in her honor.
Oh.
In 1928.
Oh.
Yeah. So at the age of 61 in 1911, she climbed one of the 5 peaks on Corupuna in Peru, which was an elevation of 21,083. And when she reached the peak, she planted a Votes for Women banner at the summit.
Hey.
Yeah. She continued to scale mountains into her old age. She climbed New Hampshire's 5,374-foot Mount Madison. That was her final climb, her final mountain at the age of 82.
Oh,
82 years
my
old.
goodness.
She's climbing 5,374 feet, which is insane.
Yeah.
I struggle with a 10-foot incline.
I mean, yeah. Where we hike about a half mile out of town. There's a little hill.
Yeah. And we struggle so much.
And like it's a flat walk to it, and we're exhausted by the time we get to where you have to start climbing the hill. And it's just like, I don't know, a couple 100 yards of a climb, but it's exhausting.
It's hard.
We are at like 5,200 feet elevation, so we can blame
so we're
oxygen.
Already up there,
We've already climbed it.
Yeah. We've achieved it.
I am not taking anything away from Annie. She is awesome.
No,
to
she's
think of
amazing.
doing that, climbing a mountain at 82.
Yeah.
When there are days I don't even want to get out of bed.
Yeah.
I
can't even achieve the elevation to sit up in the morning.
Ooh, 1 foot's too high. Oh my goodness.
No.
But for real, that's at 82. That is amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. She was incredible. In the years that followed, she continued to write, lecture, and travel. Health issues started to put limits on her climbing, but she found ways to scale new heights. In 1929 and 1930, she spent 7 months traveling South America by plane.
Oh.
And she wrote a book about it, Flying Over South America, 20,000 Miles by Air. It was published in 1932, and Amelia Earhart endorsed it, saying, "I am only following in the footsteps of one who pioneered when it was brave just to put on the bloomers necessary for mountain climbing."
Oh my goodness.
So like that's a raving endorsement.
Okay. So Annie is flying the plane, or was she did she have a pilot?
I believe she had a pilot.
Okay. I was like, this woman, this is beyond amazing, because not only is she
but
climbing,
I'm not sure about that. That could be something that I look into.
Okay, yeah.
Later.
That might be interesting.
It never actually, in the sources that I read, and I got this from, I have like 3 main sources that I used. It never actually said she piloted the plane, and I think they would have mentioned that.
Okay, a quick Google search said that she was not a pilot, but she did fly in South America.
Okay.
On commercial flights. Okay, so she just traveled by plane across South America.
Okay, yep.
Okay. I can't imagine what commercial flights were like in 1929.
Yeah. I don't know.
Also, I just added the Wright brothers to the podcast topic list.
We should. You know who else we should add?
Amelia Earhart.
Yeah, her too.
Let me do that.
DB Cooper, for some reason. He popped into my head. Even though the time period's way off, but yeah.
Because I think he came up, I think I just heard him I heard the name dropped in the podcast, Project Pegasus that I was listening to the other day.
Yeah, he's supposedly a time traveler.
Yeah. Well, that's why
I cannot with the words today. I've been stumbling so much.
We didn't do our tongue twister practice before.
Yeah.
Oh, we're terrible.
I know.
Okay, I've added to the list.
Annie Peck started a world tour in 1935 at the age of 84, but became ill while climbing the Acropolis of Athens. She returned to her home at the Hotel Monterey in New York City and died of bronchial pneumonia on July 18th, 1935. Yeah.
That's sad.
Yeah.
But also she lived at the hotel.
I mean, she traveled so much.
I guess you really don't need to worry about a house. Just
Yeah.
Okay, that's really, okay.
Very sad.
So she was 85?
She was 85 years old.
So just 3 years previously, she'd climbed a 5,500-foot tall mountain. So cannot complain about a life well lived.
Yeah. I do have one more bullet point saying that although her accomplishments are not well known today, her personal papers that she had gathered from the years 1873 to 1935, including diaries, correspondence, and photographs, are housed at the Brooklyn College Library Archives and Special Collections.
Oh, cool.
So, yeah, all of the stuff is there.
Well, now I want to go there and look through them.
Yeah. So that's Annie.
That's so cool. You get all these awesome women to talk about. That's very cool. I love it, though.
It seems to be a trend for me, but I don't mind at all because I love learning about these ladies.
Yeah.
They're great.
And that's why we put them on here, because we hear, I don't remember where we heard about her.
I don't know either. I drew her name and I was like, I have no memory.
Yeah, of why she's on this list.
Yeah.
So I don't have any idea why my topic was on the list either, but I love it. And I do, but Annie Smith Peck.
Yep.
I love it.
Mountaineer, adventurer, lecturer.
Activist. That's awesome.
Advocate for peace among the Americas.
Which is also great.
Yeah.
Peace is a good thing. I'm still I think I'm still reeling over, if a woman's really smart, she can't have children.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
What?
That was all in the video that I found.
Wow. So shout out to all the intelligent scientist women who also have children, because wow.
Yeah.
Break the mold and make it awesome.
I know. Right? Apparently you're spending a lot of energy at both places.
At both places. Go you.
Jeez. Oh,
wow.
Man. I am saying this as a mostly uneducated and childless woman.
I mean, same. So shout out to you for being educated.
Yeah. But this video, I do want to say it came from a series of videos that PBS did called Unladylike 2020. And they have little video shorts highlighting women from all throughout history. And it was
That's awesome.
Google Unladylike 2020. I will also
drop it
put
in the
video
links.
in our little blog post that we do.
Show notes.
Show notes.
I feel so. We have show notes. Oh, that's awesome.
She also wrote a few books, and I wish I would have written those down as well. So there was I did mention the one that she wrote about flying over South America, but she also wrote one on mountaineering. And I mean, she was a public speaker. She was a lecturer. So she definitely had papers and things published.
I just think of her. We have such specialized equipment for mountaineering, for climbing now.
Yeah.
And not only did she not have any of that equipment, she had to create it because even the equipment that was there was for men.
Yeah.
She had to wear boots that were too large.
She did that on purpose.
Right. But she did that on purpose for the extra socks and stuff. But I would fall over in shoes that were 4 sizes too big for me.
Yeah. I don't even like wearing tennis shoes that are too clunky or have too thick of a sole because like I am all about going everywhere barefoot or in sandals because I just
I got my cons. That's what I do, you know.
But like mountain climbing, I think that would be something that you want sturdy
boots.
You need sturdy boots, and you don't have to be. I mean, there's a bit of dexterity involved in mountain climbing, but it's not like you're jumping and leaping and
you don't need streamlined shoes. That's not the right word, but I remember when we went to Canada, I bought some Merrells, and they were like the clunkiest shoes I've ever owned, but they were great for, you know, being out in the ice, in the snow.
Yeah. I know nothing of mountain climbing, so...
Oh, well, we weren't mountain climbing. We were following a well-established path.
What I know about mountain climbing, I learned from the movie Vertical Limit with Chris O'Donnell.
Oh, my gosh.
It's a good movie. I want to watch it.
I just think of little Chris O'Donnell.
Aw.
Whatever happened to him?
I don't know.
Anyway, carry on.
I'm done.
Random.
I'm
you're
done.
done.
It's your turn.
Oh, no, I have to talk. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to give my ears a break from my headphones, though. Do you want to wear them for a bit?
I should, yeah. I need to get a pair.
Yeah.
Okay. It's going to be a little weird listening to this. I'm not used to this. Talk to myself. Okay. It's actually really good. I need to just buy another pair. I'm ready. Okay. Let us talk about my topic, which I mentioned. I don't remember why it was put on the list, but it's fun.
Cool.
I mean, we're going to dive into some natural sciences.
All right, natural sciences. Take it away.
Today we're going to dive into the natural sciences and go underwater in Hawaii and talk about the bobtail squid.
Oh, yay!
This is the most adorable little squid on the planet, in my opinion, except for, well, yeah. I also saw the Dumbo octopus, but that's an octopus, and he's super cute.
Aw.
But this is the bobtail squid. So, I'm just going to... We're going to talk about... there's going to be a lot of scientific words that I'm going to try not to butcher the pronunciations of, even though I listened to a lot of things that should have made it very familiar to me.
Cool.
So we'll do a little bit of science today. It's going to be fun. Bobtail squid are a group of cephalopods closely related to cuttlefish. They tend to have a rounder mantle than cuttlefish, and they have no cuttle bone. And it's weird because I'm like, oh, cuttlefish. And the only reason I know anything about cuttlefish is because my mom had parakeets, and you got cuttle bones so they could
What?
it's a whole
What is the relationship between parakeets and cuttlebones? Cuttlebones?
Cuttlebone. So cuttlefish have a cuttle bone. And
what is a cuttlebone? I don't know. Talk to me like I'm 5.
I didn't study this part. So the cuttlebone for birds, it's it gives them, it has a rough texture. So it's kind of soft on one side and hard on the other. But the birds will scrape their beak on it to kind of keep their beak sharpened or shortened. And then it also gives them some proteins and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, anyway, so that was a random aside. That has no meaning. Feel free to.
I didn't know those things came from fish.
Yeah, they come from the cuttlefish.
Okay.
I didn't know that when I was younger until...
Yeah, I had a parakeet when I was little, but they had one, but I didn't know it was actual bone. And I probably didn't even know what it was called. So I was just like, this, the thing.
The white thing you hang on the bird cage. Yeah.
Okay, I learned an additional little fun facts today that wasn't originally planned.
Yeah, I had to go look it up because I'm like, forgot. Okay, so the bobtail squid, they have 8 suckered arms and 2 tentacles, and they are very small. So it says typically between 1 and 8 centimeters, which is about 1/2 to 3 inches.
Oh, so tiny.
I heard them compared to your thumb, a walnut, a lemon, or a lime. So they're very small.
So cute.
They are. I gotta show you pictures of them. They are.
They're like this big.
Yeah, as big as that D20.
Aw.
Look how heckin' adorable they are.
So cute. I want one.
Really. They're
Aw.
adorable, and they come in a variety of colors because
They're so cute.
they can camouflage to match their
Scroll down.
surroundings.
Look at that little adorable guy. Oh, look
I
at that
know.
little face.
I know, they have these
Aw.
big giant eyes. They are adorable.
They're so cute.
Yeah, I kind of
Enlightened
love-
bobtail squid.
Yeah, enlightened. I'm gonna tell you about that.
Okay, so how did these little cuties end up on our list?
I don't remember, but I think it might have something to do with the fact that they glow.
Oh,
They have bioluminescence,
whoa.
but it's not theirs.
Oh,
But we're going to into that in a minute.
I'm having a vague memory of this.
Okay.
And I'm excited.
Okay.
I think.
So most of what I'm going to talk about is the Hawaiian bobtail squid. They live off the coast of Hawaii, but they also can live in shallow waters of the Pacific Ocean and some parts of the Indian Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, and the west coast of South Africa. But we're going to specifically talk about the Hawaiian bobtail squid. They are also known as the dumpling squid or stubby squid.
Oh, Stubby.
Stubby!
Oh,
They're so cute.
I forgot to check which Yule lad we're
Oh,
dealing with today. Sorry. That was a total random aside.
Random aside. You found that. Okay. You find that out.
Okay.
So the Hawaiian bobtail squid is short-lived. They live only about 3 to 10 months, going through their life stages very quickly. They reach sexual maturity around 2 months old, and they reproduce only once in their lifetime. And they lead a fairly solitary life, and they only interact with each other for breeding. After the females lay their eggs on the underside of coral ledges, they die shortly after, and the males die almost immediately after fertilization.
Oh. It happens a lot in the animal kingdom, right?
All these men complaining about
Aw.
women.
They can't
Oh.
even survive the mating process.
Oh my gosh.
Jeez.
Sorry. My brain is going in 100 random different directions now. So hatchlings emerge just a few days after their eggs are laid, and then a few days later they reach their juvenile stage. And this is when they begin secreting this specialized mucus around their light organs, which is one of the sources I found that call it the nascent light organ at this time because it doesn't do anything. So they start secreting this mucus, and then this bacteria that's in the ocean, Vibrio fischeri, is attracted to this mucus, and it will become attracted. It's free floating through all the ocean water.
Oh, okay.
So it will be attracted to this mucus, and it will go to the bobtail squid, and then it has special ducts that this bacteria will travel down. So the one video I watched, they described it as a gauntlet because there's these cilia that are actually flowing outward.
Yeah.
So kind of pushing anything that goes in outward. But this specific bacteria knows how to avoid that. There's also different acids and other naturally occurring body fluids, I don't know, that in there that this bacteria has to get through. So not all of the bacteria get to the light organ.
Okay.
But those that do, when they get there, they begin to grow. And then I'm going to get to that.
Okay.
They are what help the bobtail squid become bioluminescent. In of itself, the bobtail squid is not bioluminescent. It's because of these bacteria.
That's crazy.
So just really quick, bioluminescence is a visible light that a living organism produces through a chemical reaction. It is often blue or blue-green, but can also be bright purple, greenish yellow, and red. It's very uncommon on land, though we do have it in fireflies or lightning bugs, if you're from the south. Lightning bugs. But it's very common in marine life. It can help organisms locate food, defend against or hide from predators, attract prey or mates, and communicate.
I've never seen a firefly before.
That blows my mind. Honestly, just when you told me that, I was like, what? How How have you not seen a firefly?
I live in the desert.
It's very weird.
Grew up in the desert. I live in the high desert now, but yep.
It's still weird.
We
We're
don't have them
gonna
here.
travel to the East Coast, and I'm gonna show you fireflies.
Okay. To 10 million fireflies?
10 million fireflies. In the spring, it feels like that. It's very weird. The woods just like sparkle. It's great. It's wonderful. Okay. So we have this adorable little squid and his little pack of bacteria
So
friends
cute.
that make him glow.
Bacteria buddies.
So there's a couple different reasons that these are being studied. The initial one that I found, but I actually didn't find a ton of information on it, which is probably the reason why I didn't, was because the Air Force is actually looking into the way these squid camouflage for defensive purposes.
Uh-huh.
We all know kind of the octopus and squid, they can shift color to mimic their environment.
Yeah.
So the bobtail squid, during the day, he goes down to the sandy bottom, covers himself up with sand, and blends in and just hangs out.
Yeah.
But at night, he has to go feed,
Uh-huh.
and he has to go up into the water column, and he's very, very tasty. He's packed with protein, and he's a wonderful little snack for just about everything in the ocean.
Aw, a little snack.
Little snack. But he doesn't want to be a little snack. He wants to just live his life and have his own little snacks. He can camouflage when he's close to the ocean floor. He can camouflage to whatever, if he's near some coral or sand, he can shift his color to match. Or he can have his little ink blob that kind of hides when he gives him a way of escape.
Mm-hmm.
But the really cool thing is when he's above, in the water column and hunting for his own meals, that's when this bioluminescence comes into play.
Okay.
So he's cruising along and his prey is down underneath him, and they look up and they see
Light.
moonlight.
Oh.
This bioluminescence, this bacteria, actually glows to match the moonlight
Whoa.
or starlight that is filtering into the shallow waters.
What?
If a cloud passes over the moon, the light dims with the cloud to perfectly match the amount of light that's being filtered into the ocean.
That is crazy.
It's so amazing. So when this little squid's swimming along and the prey looks up, they just see, they can't even there's not even a silhouette. There's just this glowing moonlight above them. So he can just come right down and snatch up his little prey.
Yeah.
And I think that's just absolutely amazing.
A fish that blends in with the moon.
Right?
That's mind-blowing.
That is mind-blowing.
It's crazy.
He has just the right amount of light being kind of processed through this light organ to match the moon, which is just fascinating.
Crazy.
And I don't know if you know this, but if you look at fish, they tend to be darker on top and lighter on the bottom.
Uh-huh.
And that is part of camouflage. As you're looking up, they're a little bit more difficult to see, and looking down, they're a little more difficult to see. And that's kind of a generalization for most ocean creatures.
Yeah.
But this little guy, he just completely disappears when you look up and he's out there hunting.
That is so cool.
And then if you're searching for him from the top down, he just looks like whatever he happens to be swimming over at the time. So it's very cool. It's just like an amazing creation.
Yeah,
I don't know
that is so
what
awesome.
otherwise say. It's just really amazing how they can blend in, and they have such short lifespans, and they just do their best to stay alive.
Yeah. You know what I'm thinking of?
What?
The moon.
The moon.
I am the moon.
On the moon. The best
The
moon.
moon is bright, milky white, shining
Everybody look at the moon.
down. Everybody see the moon.
Everybody's looking at the moon.
It's milky white. Everybody look at the moon.
And 6 consecutive episodes with the Mighty Boosh reference.
I know. I mean, if you're not watching the Mighty Boosh, you need to watch the Mighty Boosh. I don't actually know where it's streaming, but there you go.
And when you watch it, you're going to watch it and be, what
You're like,
the
what
heck
did
did I
I
just
just
watch?
watch?
Just keep watching it over and over. It gets funnier and funnier.
Yes, it's great.
I
am the moon. The best moon.
The full moon. Anyway.
That's
Okay.
what's going through the mind of
I
this
know.
fish.
That's what's going through the. I'm on the moon.
I am the moon. Everybody look at the moon.
No, just keep. I'll just carry on. I'll just let you take over at school.
Shooting star, look at you. Shooting star, you're a beautiful ball of light.
You're all in my peripherals.
Shooting star, get out of the way. What you doing? You're all up in my peripherals visuals. Flippin' idiot. Oh man. Okay.
Anyway, that's the Bobtail.
Go ahead. No. Tell me more about the Bobtail Squid and the moon. Amazing moon powers.
Amazing moon powers. So, I didn't deep dive into the military aspect of this because, whatever.
It's confidential information.
It's confidential, and my sleeper cell is not activated. So
yeah.
So
I mean, you should activate it so you'd have access.
I don't know the word.
Okay.
I don't know the trigger word.
Tangerine. That's not it.
Anyway, okay, I found two really interesting YouTube videos, and I will link these in the post about this. One is from Sarah McNulty, and she studies this symbiotic relationship between the bobtail squid and the Vibrio fisheri.
And that's the bacteria?
That's the bacteria. I do have notes about this bacteria. I have a ton of them. I'm not going to read all of them because it's all very full of scientific words I don't even want to attempt to pronounce.
Cool.
But the this bacteria is globally distributed in temperate and subtropical marine environments. They are free floating in the oceans, as well as being associated with different marine animals, sediment, and decaying matter. They have been studied as symbionts of marine animals, including squid. Their best relationship is with the Hawaiian bobtail squid. So they are the only species of bacteria that inhabit the squid's light organ, despite being in an environment full of other bacteria. So back to Sarah McNulty. She is studying this symbiotic relationship, and she's trying to understand how the immune cells are able to tell the difference between Vibrio fisheri and other bacteria.
Yeah.
So what she does, she has the squid, and she will draw a tiny little sample of blood and study it under this amazing microscope that she has. I'm just going to say microscope. It has a much bigger word, but they actually dye the immune cells, the Vibrio fisheri bacteria, and other bacteria that are in the blood. Mm-hmm. They dye those in 3 different colors. And then she does a time-lapse video of this drop of blood. So the immune cells activate, and they find the bad bacteria, and they engulf it, eat it, destroy it. Mm-hmm. But when it finds one of the Vibrio fisheri bacteria, it will kind of like wrap around it, and sometimes like just carry it around with it as it's traveling through the blood, and then just like, drop you off over here. Like it doesn't destroy it. So her study is trying to figure out why it doesn't. It's like, is there an education process in the immune cells? Like when the bobtail squid is first attracting this bacteria, is like, are the immune cells becoming educated about like, hey, this is our friend.
We need this.
Leave it alone.
Or they not want to? You know, like when you're grocery shopping or just shopping in general, and you think you want something, so you pick it up and you're like, oh, I'm just going to walk around with this in my hand or in my cart for a little bit, and then later you decide you don't want it.
So you just put it on a random shelf.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe. And that's what she's trying to find out. If it's that process of, yeah, maybe or maybe not, or if there's an education process, or even if the passage through the duct to this area, which they call the crypt, the light organ. There's a small antechamber, and then into the light organ
called a crypt.
I know, which is kind of, but it's kind of the
I dig it
depths of the bobtail squid. So if it's something about the process of going through that duct that actually adjusts maybe the taste of the bacteria or something like that. So it's kind of interesting. So what she's trying to do is figure out how you can use this bacteria or use the way the immune cells work to teach immune cells specific bacteria to attack.
Yeah.
So, bacteria causes all kinds of viral diseases in plants and animals and humans.
Yeah.
So if we could isolate and say, this immune cell has been taught to eat this specific bacteria, and then you can go and kind of eradicate or control diseases.
Could you then, based on that science, because there are a lot of, I'm going to say, conditions where people's immune system treats regular occurrences such as pregnancy, for example, as an invading sort of this invading what's the word?
Bacteria, parasite,
and so your immune
whatever.
system will attack it, and that's something you don't want your immune system to attack. I know it happens with more than just pregnancy. That's just the first thing that came to mind.
Well, I mean, cancer is a cell that mutates. That's not the right thing.
No, I'm saying like the opposite. Like, can a cell be taught not to attack a certain type of thing? I'm probably going to edit all of this out because I don't know the words to make this make sense.
So I think I know what you're getting at. It's like, so, and I think that's what she's trying to do. She didn't go really in depth into the aspect of what she's trying to do. She's trying to learn, can an immune cell be educated? And I think based on my understanding of how vaccines work, you introduce a small quantity of something so that your immune system is used to it.
Yeah.
And doesn't treat it as the virus. So that then your immune system, nope, that's completely wrong. You introduce it in a low level to educate the immune system. This is a bad thing. This is what you need to eat.
Yeah.
So yes, I'm thinking that's how this works. And feel free to delete all of this because it's very uneducated. So she didn't go into a huge discussion of like the practical application of this. They're just trying to really find out if the immune cells can be educated. One thing that I thought was really interesting though, so this immune cells don't attack the Vibrio fischeri. They just kind of carry it around and then drop it off in another little section of blood, which is kind of cool. Like, hey buddy, you want to go for a ride?
Cute.
Here you go. Boop. And there's in the YouTube video, there's part of the time-lapse video that she takes where you can see these immune cells like destroying other bacteria, and then they'll like kind of go around this one, and then later on they just kind of drop it off. Like,
that's so cool.
It's really kind of interesting to see. But at night, immune cells go to the crypt where these bacteria are, and they basically like...
I go to the crypt at night too.
I must get my rest. But these immune cells will migrate to the crypt at night and feed the bacteria. They basically sacrifice themselves to feed the bacteria. So it's this whole complete symbiotic relationship between the squid. I almost said squirrel. Between the squid and the bacteria, that the bacteria get to live in this perfect little area where they're not being eaten by other bacteria in the ocean, and they get fed by the immune cells of the squid, and then the squid gets this bioluminescence
that they use to hunt. And camouflage. That's amazing.
It's very cool. Another video I watched by Susie Wiles, who is a microbiologist and bioluminescence enthusiast from the University of Auckland. And she talks about how the bacteria only begin to glow when they reach a certain critical density. So you can take this bacteria, and it grows very easily in lab situations. Mm-hmm. And they found out that, so if you're growing it in a small container, when it reaches a certain area, that container will begin to glow. If you move that to a bigger container, it doesn't glow until it reaches this critical density.
Oh.
So it has to reach a certain amount to start to glow.
That's cool.
And then at that point, it can then react to the light around it and glow as necessary. Which I think that's really fascinating. I think that's really fascinating.
Yeah, that's super cool. I want to learn the science behind that.
So they have, each of this bacteria, they have a chemical signal called the autoinducer. So the more bacteria there are, the more autoinducers. And in a confined space, this builds up, and when they reach the critical densities, they switch on. And the scientists call this quorum sensing. And a lot of different kinds of bacteria use this quorum sensing to coordinate their behavior. Anything from sex to swimming to causing disease. So again, they're hoping to learn how this can be exploited to kind of turn the tables on bacteria.
Yeah.
And use this method of communication against them to help fight off diseases that they cause, which I thought was really very cool.
Yeah.
I had one other video that I watched, Margaret McFall Nagai, and I know I mispronounced that wrong, and I listened to it 10 times. And Edward Ruby, they're at the University of Hawaii, and they've been studying this partnership between the Vibrio fisheri and the Bobtail Squid for over 30 years.
Oh, wow.
And they're the ones who realized that the bobtail doesn't glow. So if you take a bobtail squid and put it in an environment that doesn't have any of this bacteria, they will never develop that light organ.
Oh.
It will stay like just as kind of undeveloped.
Yeah, well, that makes sense.
So when you introduce the bacteria and they go into that light organ, they actually communicate with the squid's genomes, I think they said. And I may be using that wrong, but they actually influence and communicate with the squids on a cellular level to develop that light organ and make it grow.
That's cool.
So it's just fascinating to me.
Yeah.
And I have, at one point earlier today when I was working on my notes, I had like 15 tabs open, and then I was just watching YouTube video after YouTube video about these adorable little squid. and then I went down this whole rabbit hole of watching. Apparently there's a live video stream, and these people are just talking, oh, look at the little this and that, as the whole, and you can go listen to it like a podcast or a live stream. So I was like, oh, well, that's what I'm going to spend the rest of my life doing now for the next, 24 hours. So yeah, I don't have a lot more, but the bobtail squid,
They're
just
so
this little
cool.
adorable thing that only glows
that
because
pretends to be the moon.
It's the moon.
It's the moon.
The little tiny, half-inch moon.
Oh, it's so cute.
It is super cute, and I have a ton of adorable pictures that will go with this post.
They're so cute.
And I almost started doing when we draw the cards, and then we do kind of artwork on them for the post when we release the podcast. And I almost started working on that. And I was like, I can't, because it has to sit out and you'll see it.
I would have seen it.
Yeah, you would have been like, why are you drawing a squid? Oh, so they're very cute, and I just want a fish tank full of them.
Yeah.
They're just adorable.
Little moon.
But they only live like 10 months, so.
Oh.
They don't live very long.
Sad.
It's very sad because they're adorable. But
they live for 10 moons.
Aw. It's just kind of adorable. I don't know. I just like, that's just so cute. I just picturing this whole little story about this little squid and his moon friend and how he adopts the
I'm going to try to be like the moon.
I want to be like the moon.
The moon is my role model. It's so cute.
I need my little bacteria buddies to help me glow.
So adorable.
So cute. Oh, man. Maybe I'll write a little child's book on the little bobtail squid. Trademark. I'm doing that. Don't anybody else do it. Yeah, so the bobtail squid
is so cute.
And I actually kind of want to add, this was really fun for me to kind of dive in and learn about this, and I want to add more animals to our list.
I think we should.
And just do like a little nature series.
That could be a recurring card. I mean, soon we're going to run out of topics and just have all
recurring cards. I know, yeah.
But,
so we need more topics. We have
animals can be.
A listener sent in a couple topics for us that
we got to add those.
I'm going to add that in right now. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. There's one of them.
If you have topics you would like to suggest, let us know. Email us at jessandhids@gmail.com or go to our website. All our contact information is on there. You can find us on social media. We would like to sort of confine the suggestions to email, just because if you message us on Facebook or Instagram or wherever, we'll probably lose it. We won't add it to the list immediately.
Possibly. Yeah, if it doesn't, and I mean, if you do, that's fine too. But
Yeah, that's also
it might
fine.
get lost in an email. It
Yeah.
will definitely be seen and stored away and saved.
This is us manifesting massive amounts of
information.
suggestions and stuff. Like, we haven't had a whole lot yet. And so far they have mostly just been like our friends messaging us.
Yeah. Hey, do this. Hey, do that.
Hey, here's a topic for you.
And we love it because it's things that we wouldn't necessarily think of ourselves.
Yeah.
Because like we said, this all kind of started researching for books and kind of developed from then. And then sometimes we'll just think of a random thing, or we may hear something and be like, oh, I want to learn more about that. So we put it on the
like
list.
a random fun fact.
But we have different interests than hopefully our listeners. And
Yeah.
you guys so might be like, oh, you know what would be cool? Talk about this. And so that's going to kind of give us a wider range. And
Yeah.
also we'll learn from it.
Yeah.
So
So please add to our deck of cards if you
Yeah.
have a fun little tidbit of information that you want us to look into and talk about. And even if you want to be a source for us, we can do that too.
yeah, if you have a wealth of knowledge about a specific thing,
Yep.
tell us about it, and we'll talk with you.
Looking at you, Nicole Parrish. We might
Yeah.
message.
We
yeah,
might.
I
I
just really want to message her.
I know. I'm gonna like.
I just really want to buy some of her art.
I want to buy her art.
Yeah.
Her art's gonna be on our walls at some point in the future.
Yes.
I would love original piece of art, but it is expensive,
Yeah.
and I have no problem with the price of it because it's incredible art.
I just have
my
a
bank
problem.
account.
I have a problem with my income level at the moment.
My income level, yeah. But she does have prints which are affordable.
Oh, yeah.
And I will be purchasing some. That'll be a present for you, which will really be a present for me because it'll go on our
Yeah.
walls. Yay!
It'll be in here.
It'll be
in our
here.
little something of a podcast studio is what we're going to call it.
Something of a studio. We're gonna manifest this.
Yep.
Yes.
We're manifesting our space. We're manifesting our
Our future
audience growth and the ever-growing deck of cards.
The ever
with our
growing. I
topics.
know. It's still in the box, but it's not. It's more than 52 cards now.
Hey,
So
look at that. The box is like
bulging a
fat
bit.
a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, if you have ideas, please let us know. And I hope you enjoy this. I enjoyed learning a little bit about the Bobtail Squid.
I did
It's
too.
an adorable little creature.
It's so cute.
They're so cute.
I just can't get over how cute it is.
They are. They're just adorable. I'm just gonna like.
It's just a
This
tiny little squid pretending to be the moon.
I know.
It's so.
And there's little videos of it. So this one, how it will cover itself with sand during the day when it goes down. It burrows in the sand. Then there's little videos of its little tentacles like flicking sand over it.
Oh,
And
I
it's
think I've
so
seen those.
cute.
It's so adorable.
They're so cute.
Yeah.
So tell us about all the little cute things so we can learn and watch all the little cute videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're super cute. And
Should we
should we
draw our topics for next week?
yeah, too. Speaking of cards,
Yeah.
we should do that. I was like, okay, and bye.
And bye. Nope, just kidding.
Just kidding. We have to draw. I'm going to pull these out. Okay.
I drew first last time.
Okay. Oh, shuffle them up.
Lot of cards here.
I know. It's
It's exciting.
we have so many now.
We're gonna have to come up with like a different
A different
holder
way to
for
hold
these
them.
cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need like a hollowed out book.
Oh,
That would be fun.
I have a ton of old books over there that
I
I can
know.
just. Okay.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's
Okay.
get crafty.
Get crafty. Let's get
Crafty.
Crafterous.
Crafterous. Oh my gosh. That's going to be when we do craft nights in our Facebook group. That's going to be
let's get crafterous.
our slogan.
Okay, man, there's so many cards.
Darkwing Duck.
I am gonna dig around and I'm gonna take this
That one.
right here. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna
Okay.
shut them up.
Okay.
Do, 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 do,
Dun,
do.
dun, 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 dun. We need like a little sting of music when we're shuffling the cards, so it's not just no noise.
Okay.
Okay.
So many cards.
Okay. I'm gonna go for one over here, and I feel like
Not that one.
yeah, no, I feel like this one is gonna be perfect.
Okay. What is it?
Okay.
Oh, what is it? Tell me. I need to know.
No,
Okay.
I will not tell you.
Okay.
I'm gonna put it in my little tablet case, and it is tucked away, and you can't see it. Here we go.
Okay.
Yay!
Yay! Episode 6 is done. Are we done?
Done.
I mean,
Yeah. Is there anything else we want to talk about? Sign up for our newsletter.
sign up for a newsletter.
Follow us on social media. Rate us. Review us.
Validate us. We
Join
need
our
validation.
Facebook group. Join our Patreon. You can sign up for free, or you can definitely pay us.
Give us money.
Sign up for one of our paid tiers. Is
we
what
do-
I was
we-
gonna say.
We do have 3 tiers currently on Patreon at different levels, and we do fun stuff for all of our levels.
Yeah.
We do. It helps us provide that fun stuff. We do some merch mailings and different things like that.
Yeah.
Helps us pay for our website,
You can listen to our after pie sessions,
which are fun.
the spooky stories we tell, and yeah. We're gonna have bloopers. We haven't released bloopers yet,
I
but
think January is our blooper
I'm
reel.
aiming for like the first of the month, if not the very first. Somewhere in the first week of each month, there
Which
will
is
be a
like-
blooper reel.
As of recording of that is just like 10 days away, 12 days away. This is the 20th.
It's December 20th, so
12 days is the first. I could do some simple math.
I can't, apparently.
When this comes out, it'll be just 5 days away.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Which means I got to start going through all the full recordings of our old episodes and pick out bloopers.
There are a lot of them, so
Yeah.
good luck with that.
Yeah, it's a big job, but that's
Also-
okay. We're okay. Yeah, we'll have some time off work. I can do
Yeah,
it.
we have a little bit of time. Also, I just want to take this second for a huge shout out to you
Oh,
for going through all of this recordings that we do. Because
aw.
our episodes are about an hour and a half or so, but we typically have way more actual time in the recording, and you spend hours going through it and making it make sense and sound professional.
I'm taking out all of the
Taking out all the ums and the like and
like.
all the
So.
moments of silence.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you for doing that.
So yeah,
because
that's another thing I take out a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So yeah. Here's a bunch of them for you. So thank you for doing that.
You're welcome.
It's great.
It's fun. Thank you. Shout out to you for doing all of everything else. You do the artwork on our cards,
Oh.
and you put together the blog posts and all the sources when we do our Patreon drop and the social media posts and all that. So,
Oh, thanks. Great. Teamwork.
yay, teamwork. Please
Okay.
support us on Patreon monetarily. We could use it.
Because it would help us not have to work so much in our real lives. So,
Yeah.
because this is what we really want to do.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Something else we would like to manifest is being able to quit our actual jobs and be
Yeah.
able to do this Patreon thing full time, which would include writing the books that we eventually would like to get published.
I know that's been a big thing.
Yeah.
We have a book and that is complete except for edits.
Yeah.
So-
We were working with our writing coach to to polish it and add some cool scenes and some more depth to it. So
Yeah. I'm
We'll get
excited
there.
for it.
I'm excited for it too.
But anyway, we're going to go. I think we can go.
Yeah, we can
And
go.
say goodbye. And thank you all again for listening.
Yep. New
We appreciate
episodes
it.
every Thursday. Follow us on whatever podcasting app you use, or Spotify, Audible, whatever.
All of them.
All of them. Jess and Hids make a podcast. Look it up.
Look it up. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.